difference in values, norms. So if you come across these differences, how can you keep open and listening to other norms and values from the other side? So that's always the challenge, I would say, and especially become more apparent if you come from different backgrounds. So in this that is the connection in the intercultural field. Let's say, for example, some of you already said you use it in conflict resolutions, you use it in negotiations, you use it in intercultural communication. So it can be used in different ways, but the difference come mostly more apparent when, you know, when there are different norms and values coming from different cultures. So that's actually the connection with nonviolent communication. That's also how I use it in my own trainings, like I said, in conflict resolution, etc. Going to the model of Marshall Rosenberg, it's maybe nice to start who is actually Marshall Rosenberg himself. He born in the United States, and actually he grew up in quite in Detroit, where at that time he was quite some race riots going on, and based on this he got his interest to see, okay, but how come that people reacting to these race riots so differently? He saw groups of people reacting quite violent to this violence, and he also saw people reacting to this violence totally opposite, like very compassionate and sympathetic. So he was already wondering, how come there are so many different reactions? It makes also, because made him choose to become a psychologist. He's actually a clinical psychologist. And during his study, but also all these years later, he has been also always searching for a language to connect when dealing with differences. So this is actually has been his objective for all these years. He's been working on this model of nonviolent communication. In 1984, he actually started his own NGO. It's non-profit and international, and it's now all over the world. I don't know how many countries have already established an office to spread this model, because his objective always was, okay, how can we use it as a way of life, integrated in how we are, and to make the world a better place for all of us. That was actually his objective of all.